Hello everyone, this is Smruti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So in the last session, we have seen how to create an empty Git repository locally. And today we have few more questions. So let's look into that. So, sorry. So today we're going to look into what is a head in Git. Okay. And let me make it 75%. So what is head in Git? Adding file to the staging area. What exactly is a staging area and why we need to add file to the staging area? And the more detail, we'll have one more session where I'll explain everything about the staging area and commit the code locally. And one more, how to commit the code by skipping adding to the stage also, that also we'll see. And how to see the commit history for a particular branch, and how to go to a specific commit using the head. So we'll see head tilde 1 2 3, like whatever the number we can give. And what exactly is the detached state of the head? Okay, these are the 6 questions that we are going to see, and this is going to be a little bit important because you might expect few of the questions from the staging area and from the head, right? So these 2 3 questions you might get in the interview. Okay, so let's start. So what exactly is a head in Git? First question. Okay, so head is nothing but a pointer, okay, to the last commit in a particular branch. So we can have any number of head pointers, but by default initially we'll have only one head pointer in the master branch. So if we go to the Git bash and if we see till now, if you see, the Git empty repository has been initialized and we have a branch called master. So if you see here in the bracket, it is master, right? So this is a master branch, so we are in the master branch. So now we don't have any code till now, right? We don't have any files, nothing is there. So let's do one thing. Let's create a file and add some content to it. So how to create? So I'll say vi file1.txt. So here I'm trying to create a file, that is file1.txt, with the help of a vi editor. Okay, so enter. So now this is the vi editor, and now we have to go into the insert mode to write the content. Okay, so press I on the keyboard. So now you can see the mode is changed to insert. So now I can say this is file1.txt. Okay, just a simple line. I'm saying this is file1.txt. So I'm done. Okay, so I can say escape. Okay, and then colon, then wq and exclamation or bang. So you can see colon, first escape. Yeah, when you are done with your adding the lines in the vi editor, so you say escape and then colon wq, save and exit with the bang. Okay, now click enter. So now I can show you cat file1.txt. Okay, so if you see, this is the content of that file. This is file1.txt. With the help of a vi editor, we created a file and then we added some lines to it. So this is my first code changes. Okay, so I can do one thing. I can go to my git folder and I can see. So if you see, this is my git demo repository, and here a file1.txt got normal text file, right? Is the text file got created and it has this one. This is file1.txt. Okay, that's what we did from the command prompt git bash. Okay, so now what exactly we're going to do? Okay, so this is the first code we have added. Okay, so we also verified it is file is getting created. So now if I put a git status, okay, so what exactly is this git status? Let's see. So git status, so it will show you the current working tree status. Okay, so now we are working in our local. Okay, so that is my working copy, in my working copy, and then after working copy I have a staging area, and then I have the git local repository where I commit the changes. So currently it's a two-step process. Okay, so I cannot directly go and do a commit, right? In order to do that, I have to whatever in my working copy, I have created a file1.txt, right? So now if you see, it's saying on branch master. So we are currently on the branch master, you can see that, and no commits yet. We are not yet done any commits. Absolutely correct. So untracked file, so that means the git doesn't know about, in the git staging area we don't have this file present, right? This is because this is a new file that we have created and added some code to it. So nothing added to commit, but untracked files are present. Use git add to track it. So first, before committing, the committing is a two-step process in git, right? So first we need to add the file whatever we have created to the staging area, and then after that we can commit. Okay, so now I can say git add, and I can say the file name, or I can say dot. If I say dot, all the files. Let's say here file1.txt, I might have created file 2, file 3, file 5. So maybe there is a complete project structure, right? pom.xml, testng.xml, everything is there, right? So if all those files, if I want to add, I can say git add dot space dot, or if I want to add any specific file, I can specify the name. So git add file1.txt. Okay. So now if you see, this is now added to the staging area. How to verify? Again, run the git status. Okay, so if I run git status, so now you will see changes to be committed, right? So we have now some changes to be committed. So this file is now not shown in the red. That means it is already added, right? So earlier it was showing on tracked file, so now it is tracked, it is not on tracked. So now changes to be committed, so we can now go ahead and do the changes, right? So okay, so now I'll do git commit. And how to do the commit? There is a command to do the commit. We have to provide some message it. Okay, so let's say git commit hyphen m. Okay, so hyphen m to provide some message, commit message, right? So I'll say my first commit. Okay, give some meaningful message. I'm just giving my first commit and hit enter. So now if you see master root commit, this is the commit ID that is getting created, and this is the commit message. Okay, so one file changed, one insertions, create mode 100644 file1.txt, that they are saying. Okay, one file is inserted, and that is file1.txt. So now my commit is complete. Okay, so but how to verify that commit? So that comes, let's go to the this. Yeah, so we saw the adding the file to the staging area, right? And we saw the commit the code locally, right? But this skipping the staging will be looking next. Okay, so now we have already committed our code locally, right? Now, right, so now go to the, let's go to the how to see the commit history. So how can we see the commit history? So there is a command called the git log. Okay, so you say git log, hit enter. So you will see, okay, so commit, this is the commit ID. So if you see here, right, so whenever we did the commit, right, 80bb747, this is the first few characters from the commit ID. If you see bb747, right, so this is the remaining entire commit ID is shown here. And here you see, right, head, right, you can see head is pointing to the master. So we are currently in the master branch, and we have committed our code. The latest commit is the commit one. My first commit is the, this is the latest commit, only single commit is there, so that is the latest commit. And now my head pointer is pointing to the master, and it is pointing to the my latest commit. Author, who's the author? Smriti estate is the author, and this is the date on which I have committed this change. Okay, so everything is listed out here. So through the git log we can see the commit history. If there are multiple commits, so all the commits will appear here. Okay, that also we're going to see. And if you want to see a shorter information, right, instead of seeing all this information, you can use the option one line with it. So git log hyphen hyphen one line. Okay, so now you see only the commit ID, head is pointing to the master, and my first commit. Okay, commit message. So if there are multiple commits, you will see all those multiple commits. Each commit information will be there in the one line. Okay, like the author and the date. If you see, these things are not getting displayed over here, right? So yeah, so we completed this one, right? And now let's do one thing. Let's open the file again. Okay, we'll see this one, right? We'll see skip staging area and adding directly doing the commit. Okay, so let's open the same file, file1.txt. Let's say vi file1.txt. So now go to press I, go to the insert mode. Okay, hit enter, and let's say learning it is fun. Okay, and now say escape colon wq gang and enter. So now let me say cat file1 dot txt. Okay, so now if you see this is file1 dot txt, learning git is fun. So now if I say git status, so what will happen, right? So let's say git status. So if you see, it's saying this file is tracked, but it is added to the staging, but it has been modified. There has been some update on it. If you see, the file has been modified file1.txt. No changes added to the commit. So okay, so this is now modified. Okay, so now what we need to do? So we need to again do the commit. Okay, since this file is already there, again we don't we can either say git add file1.txt. Again, the changes that happen to the file1.txt will be updated in the staging area, or we can combine this staging area addition and committing in a single command. So for that one, we can say git commit. Okay, so git commit hyphen am. Okay, hyphen am, that means it will first add to the staging area, and then we are providing the message. Okay, so I'll say my second commit, my second commit. Okay, so now hit enter. So now if you see, one file change, one insertion, so second commit also happened, right? We didn't add to the staging area, we directly committed with the commit message. Okay, and if I put the git log now, right? So git log, so you can see there are two commits. This is the second commit that is coming on the top, and this is the first commit that is coming below, right? So we have two commits, but now where is the head pointer? The head pointer always points to the latest commit in the branch. So we are in the master branch, and what is the latest commit? Latest commit is the my second commit. So head is pointing here, right? So head and master both are pointing to the same commit. This is exactly same when we did with the respect to the IntelliJ. You might have seen whenever we committed new changes, how the head pointer moved right to the latest commit. So yeah, so that's what. So now if I say, right, if I want to see the latest commit, right, so I can say git show head. Okay, if I say git show head, so I can see this is my second commit. It will show the last commit related information. Okay, and this is exactly showing the difference of that file, what happened. Okay, and if you see, if this got added actually in the second commit, it shows the detail of that one. Okay, so that is nothing but the git show head. And what else we have here? So we saw head in the git, right? And adding file to the staging area is also done. Commit code locally, that is also done. And skip the staging area add step also, that is done. So here you have to use git commit hyphen am. Okay, if the file is already there in the staging area, if there is some update, instead of again adding it to the staging area, you can say git commit hyphen am. Okay, a is for all, add all, and then you do the message, give the message. And how to see the commit history? So git log, and if you want to see a shorter history, you can say git log hyphen one line. Okay, so it will give you one liner log. And how to go to a specific commit using head? Okay, this is what we are going to discuss next. Okay, so okay, so now we have the two commits, right? So we have the first commit and we have the second commit. Okay, so this will be my first commit, this is my second commit. Okay, so let's the head is pointing to my first commit here. So let's go to the second commit. So how to go to the second commit? I can take the reference of the head pointer and we can move back in the commit. Okay, so now I can say git. Okay, so suppose I want to check out, right? I'll say git checkout head tilde one. Let's see. So note switching to the head tilde one. Okay, so what exactly is this head tilde one? That means, see, so there are two commits. This is the zero head number zero. This is head number one. Okay, so if you see, I'm saying, so from the current position, go to the first head position. This is the first head, this is the second head position, right? So this is, so now I'm saying go to the my first commit, right? So go to the first commit. If there are multiple commits, let's say my first this is what is this here, right? Git log, yeah. So second commit, and here is first commit. Let's say there is one more commit called the third commit on top of it. Okay, so when I'm saying git head one, right, so it will go one commit behind. So this is the current head, this is the one commit, so that time it will go to the second commit. So now since we have the two commits, I'm saying this is the current commit, I'm saying git head tilde one, that means go to the previous one commit, right? So previous one commit is nothing but the my first commit. And if you see the commit ID 80bb747, so let's see, after saying git checkout head tilde one, what happened? So switching to the head tilde one, so you are in the detached head, okay, state. You can look around, make experimental changes and commit them, and you can discard any commits you make in this state without impacting any branches by switching back to a branch. Okay, so if you want to create a new branch to return the commits you create, you may do so now or later by using the -c with the switch command. Okay, so it has given all those information. If we want to do some changes in that particular commit, we can do that as well. Okay, and if you see, now we are checking out this 80bb747. That means that whatever the branch we have, whatever the commit we have earlier committed, we are exactly at that point. Okay, so now if you want to do a reset, you can do the git reset, right? And if you want to come back to the again come back to the your first head pointer branch, right? So you can say git checkout. Okay, you can say master again. So now when I say master, switch to the branch master. Okay, so now it is saying git checkout master. So the previous head position was 80bb 747. This is the first commit, because we have already told, right, git checkout head tilde 1, so it has gone to the current heads before one position, one commit position before, so it has gone to the my first commit. So now again we're saying git checkout master, so it is again switching back to the head position, is again switching back to the this current commit. Okay, so how to verify that? Again, run the git log command. Okay, so if you run the git log command, you will say now the head pointer is pointing to the second commit, right? So now we understood how to move to the previous commits, okay, and how to what is a detached head, right? So okay, so whatever is currently checked, right, we are showing that is not the current, so then we're saying the head is in the data state, right? So I hope that is clear. If you guys still have any doubt, just ping in the comment section. I'll be getting back to you as soon as possible. And if you guys are really enjoying the sessions, please do consider sharing with your friends and subscribe to my channel Q automation classes. And I have the WhatsApp group as well as the Telegram channel. Please join there also. Okay, so we'll try to solve few more cool questions in the next session. Mostly we'll be going with the staging area, that is most important one, and we'll see about the gate branching. Okay, okay, stay tuned for the next session. Thank you.